Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use some of the built-in functions which are available for your CDS view. So while projecting a field, you can also perform some operation on it and you can also display that result to the views. So SAP has given you with a set of built-in functions which you can use in your CDS view to achieve certain operations that you wanted to do at the database layer itself before bringing in the result. So now I'm not going to cover all of the CDS function. I'm just going to show you some of the CDS function, and I'm also going to show you the documentation where you can find what are the different operations that are available. So these are some of the CDS functions that I'm going to display over here. So first what I will do is I will just go ahead and I will make use of one of the view that I have created earlier, which is for join condition. So you could see that zcsk underscore cds underscore join. So if you haven't watched this video already, you just have to perform this join view first before you are proceeding with this particular exercise. So this is the cds view which I have created for join, wherein I have specified three different informations from three different tables, and the data preview for this one will give me the data as here. You can see that the product ID is displayed with HT and then the followed by the product number. So the HT is going to be common for all the product and I do not wanted to display it. So in ABAP, what we usually do, we just bring into our database application server and we truncate the values from here. Now I wanted to truncate this value at the time of fetching itself, and I only wanted the product number. I do not wanted this HT prefix. So for that, what I'm going to do is, before displaying this product ID, I'm going to make use of a function which is called as substring. So there is a function called substring, and if you press shift enter, sorry, if you press shift enter within this parameter, then it is actually going to give you the syntax for that. So or what you can do is you can just type substring, then you can press on F1 and this is going to open your ABAP help documentation. So here you can see that in the right hand side the ABAP help documentation has been opened, and if you choose to open it in the browser, then you can just click on this browser button and it will get opened in your browser. So here I wanted this substring. So I wanted the substring from ABAP CDS. So you will have to refer to the documentation which has this ABAP CDS. So here you can also see that what are the different, basically these are the SQL functions, and you can see what are the different SQL functions that are available, like getting the absolute value instead of getting the normal value. Then you wanted to get this smallest integer. Then you have this divide, division. Then you have this modulus operation, concatenation operation, replace substring, and so on. So if you check the substring, it has these three arguments. One is this, what is the field name, another one is from which position, and from there how many lengths that I wanted. So these are the three parameters that I have to pass for this substring. So what I will do is I will just go over here. So it's shift enter, and for some reason it's not giving me the syntax. Press shift enter to insert full signature. For some reason I couldn't enter the signature, so I'll just enter it manually. So first parameter is what is the field name that I wanted to truncate. So I wanted to truncate this product ID. Then how many position that I wanted to truncate, starting from 4 till 4 letters. And since it is a substring, you are basically doing some operation and you need to display this product this result as well. So I'm just going to give an alias which is mandatory for this particular action, and I'm going to give it as product ID. So I'm basically truncating this product ID. I'm just truncating the first 4 letters and I'm getting this remaining 4 values and I am displaying it over here, right? So I'll just activate this. And if you check the data preview now, you could see that the product ID has been displayed only with the remaining 4 values. I have just truncated the first 3 position by specifying I have to start from 4 and I need the next 4 values. So this is one of the operations, and I'm just going to use some other operations such as I will use a case statement. It's also possible in ABAP series. So now this lifecycle status, whenever it's been displayed, it has been displayed as either n or it has been displayed as a value p. So what I wanted to do is I'm just going to give a description for this. If it is n, then I wanted it to be displayed as new. If it is p, then I wanted it to be displayed as in process. So instead of this lifecycle header status, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a case statement over here, where I'm going to say that case this, I'm just going to say when the value is n, then I wanted to display it as new, and when the value is p, then I wanted it to be displayed as in process, followed by else. What I need to do, I don't want to do anything when else, and I will just end, and I'm going to project this as, I'll just remove this, I'm going to project this as what, status, right? So that is basically what I'm going to do, and else you have to give some values. I'm just going to give else none. So I just given a case statement over here where the value of status is n, then display it as new. When the value of status is p, display it as in process, and after the end I have given an alias to be displayed as status. So I'll just activate this, and I will open the data preview once again. Now you could see that the field has been renamed to status, and you can see whenever there is a value p, it has been displayed as in process, and whenever there is a value n, it has been displayed as a new. Next, I'm going to explain this call case. So call escape something. So this function is basically used for having 2 parameters. One is like I'll pass 2 parameters to it. If the first parameter is available, it will display the first parameter. If the first parameter, the value is not available, then it is going to display the second parameter. So that is the purpose of this one. So this can be used in cases where you are using this association for displaying the text information. So since I have not done the association, I won't be able to explain this. So I'll probably move on and I will explain this cast. So cast is a function, built-in function, which is going to project your data as a different data type. Now let's say, for example, I wanted to perform a floating operation. Let's say, for example, I wanted to display some arithmetic operation over here and then display a result. For example, if I wanted to display some values, I can also directly display it like this. So I can also give like 2 as dummy field, and system is going to create a field called dummy, and it is going to display value 2 as all of this. So I can also perform arithmetic operation over here as well, like 10 minus 1. Whatever is the result of this, that will be displayed in the dummy field column. So I can perform operation and I can display it over here. I can just give some expression over here to perform the operation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to consider a percentage saving rate, and from the gross amount I'm going to say what is a savings amount. So to perform this, I wanted to treat this gross amount as a float value instead of um, currency value. I wanted to convert it into a float, and I wanted to perform the percentage amount. So for that I use this function cast, and I put this item dot gross amount, and how I wanted to project this one. So this has basically 2 parameters. So the syntax is going to be like cast field as type, as what type you wanted to display it. So I just specified this is the field name, and I wanted this to be as ABAP. So ABAP is a standard object in which I wanted it to be projected as a float one, and I'm going to perform this operation by multiplying it with 0.03 as a saving rate, and whatever is the result of this I wanted to display it as a saving uh, amount, and I will also display this 0.03 as saving rate. So I have created one constant column, and then I have just created another column in which I have performed an action by basically projecting the gross amount as a float value and then multiplied with 0.03. Whatever is the result of that, I will just put it into the savings amount field. So I'll just check for errors. So there are no errors. I will just activate it. Then I will just open the data preview once again. So here now you can see that I have created a savings rate columns, and then you can also see the savings amount field, which is that 0.03 into that of the gross amount which has been displayed over here, and the saving rate is constant for all, right? So in the next tutorial I will be explaining you how to create an association. Thank you.